Hello everyone, Sergeant Thomas here, and I'm back with another video for my computer, my iBuypower WA550b. In this video, I'm going to go ahead and attempt to connect a Wi-Fi card, or wireless adapter as it's called, I guess, to my computer, because I have had people comment and ask me if this computer comes with Wi-Fi, or if you can add Wi-Fi to this computer. And yes, you can add Wi-Fi to this computer. There is a PCI slot right down here. I don't know if you guys can see it very well. I'm filming this with my GoPro on a head strap. But here's the graphics card, and right underneath that there is a PCI slot that is open and ready to have something like this, put on to the motherboard. So that's what I'm going to attempt to do. I've got this wireless adapter from an old Dell that was like a 03, 04 Dell, really old Dell computer that was my mom's at her house. And I went over there and was like, you know what, I'm just going to take this out of there. And so I went ahead and took this out of the computer because it doesn't get used at all. The computer, it's actually, there's something wrong with it. So they have a different computer that I sold them a long time ago. Whatever, long story short, I took this out and I'm going to attempt to put it in there. There is no name brand on this. I think it came with that computer. But there is some numbers right here, and I don't know if you guys can really see it right here. What it says, some numbers and letters that say WL-138g and then a bunch of other numbers. I basically went ahead and looked that up online and came across an Asus brand, one of these, that looks exactly like this, except it says Asus on it. Other than that, it looked exactly the same. The chips were in the same spot. The little PCI thingies here, everything was in the same spot. It looked exactly like this. So according to that one, and it may be different because I don't know exactly what this one has for specs, but that one was like a 2.4 something gigahertz, 54 megabytes per second with the Wi-Fi and all that. But I'll leave down in the description all of these numbers and letters that you see here, as well as anything else I feel is probably useful. And basically I'm just going to try to stick this in there and try to see if it works. So I already went ahead and had to pop one of these little things out. I don't know what they're called, where it opens up a slot here. And I do not have a screw yet for, I can't tell where the lens is at, for this part, like the graphics card is screwed in. So I'm just going to, for now, stick it in there and make sure that this even works. And once I figure out whether or not it works or not, if it does work, I'll find a screw, mount it in here, and then I'll put the side of the case back on. And this also gives me an opportunity to clean my computer out with a air duster can and get rid of all the dust in here, because I do that a lot to, keep my computer clean, because you can never have it too clean in there. So let's just go ahead and stick this down in here. I do not have a static strap or anti-static strap to put around my wrist and ground myself and all that, so I'm just gonna YOLO it, as they would say, and just stick this thing in here and hope that I don't damage anything, because I do not have one of those straps. And I don't know if you guys can really see this, but just know that I'm sticking it down in here now. I'm just having a little bit of clearance issues somewhere. I can't really tell. Okay, there, it feels like it went down somewhat. I don't want to force this at all. I'm just going to wiggle it around, try to get it to go down in there. This is not a tutorial on how to put one of these in, because I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, does it? No, it still doesn't want to easily go in. Okay, there it goes. Does not look like it's all the way in the front. It definitely needs to go down some more. Something's stopping it, and I can't really tell what. It's not touching anything. Whatever, I'm gonna try to get this in there. Hold on. Okay, it is in there now. Let me grab this flashlight and see if this helps any. You can see kind of that it's in there, and you can see the clearance between the graphics card, the fan on the graphics card, and the Wi-Fi adapter card itself, and then back here you can see, and also right here, if you can see this, there's a little green light and it says error next to it, and I guess this will turn on once it's, you know, operating properly or whatnot. And this is the antenna that you can turn up like that. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and connect the computer now. Again, I'm gonna leave the side of the case open until I know that this is gonna work or not, and let's go test it out. Okay, I went ahead and I did mount the Wi-Fi adapter in there. I found a screw that fit properly out of another old computer that I forgot that I had. So I went ahead, remembered I had that, took a screw out of it, mounted it in there, and I also put the side of the computer on. I just haven't stuck it back in there yet. And I have turned it on, and we can see down here, if you guys can see this, I don't know if you can read it, but anyways, we have the speakers right here when I click that, and then right next to that it shows a little Wi-Fi symbol right here with like an asterisk next to it saying, and then when I hover over it, it says not connected, connections are available. So it does seem to be transmitting or receiving Wi-Fi. So let's click it and see what we get. So there's my GoPro, and then above that I am getting my router. So it says Belkin and wireless, and it's secured, and that is my router. So I'm gonna click on this and try to connect to it. Let me put my password in. Okay, so now it says connected, secured, and the asterisk down here went away, and you can see now it says internet access. Actually, you probably can't see it, but it does say that. So now I'm going to click on Google Chrome, and let's see if it actually will allow me to surf the internet, and that it's actually getting full, you know, functionality when it comes to internet access. It does seem to be a little slower, but that's kind of, you know, to be expected when it comes to Wi-Fi compared to hardwired. And it says unable to access network. Let's see, is it going to go? Okay, so it did actually end up going. It is just still loading up here in the top left corner. It's just loading really slow. Again, you can't really compare Wi-Fi to hardwired. I normally use Ethernet. I just wanted to try this and also give myself the you know, ability to use Wi-Fi if needed, and also it seems that I can connect to my GoPro straight to my computer, which is crazy. I've never even thought about doing that, but I could possibly do that. But also it could be slow due to the fact that, again, this Wi-Fi adapter did come out of a really old Dell, so I don't know the exact specs on it. It might be different than the ones that I've seen before. Actually, let me try to look the one up. Was it WL? Yes. So yeah, maybe the ones you can buy now are more updated. Maybe they have more bandwidth or whatever you want to call it. I'm not an expert at this. This is no how-to video or anything like that. But this one here is the one that I looked up, and it looks almost identical except for everything, but that this one actually says Asus on it. But if you look here, and I'll read it because you guys probably can't see it, it says Asus WL-138g V2 wireless adapter. PCI up to 54 megabytes per second wireless data rates. Down here it says 2.412-2.6 blah 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 gigahertz. So it's a 2.4 gigahertz when it comes to this one, and again, it looks identical. I don't know if it is. I don't know if it has the same specs, but I assume it's not that far off. But again, maybe this one here is more up to date. Maybe these are both really out of date when it comes to Wi-Fi cards, because this one says out of stock, and they might not even make these anymore. Also, another thing is when I hover over this, it shows an installation disc. The one I have, I didn't have an installation disc because, again, I think it came with the computer I took it out of, and it maybe came pre-installed, which I would imagine it would, and I just stuck it in here and it happened to work right away. So that could be due to the operating system going out and finding and automatically downloading the needed software if it needs it. I really don't know. Again, I'm not an expert at this stuff. I'm just trying to make a video to show you guys that yes, this computer, the iBuypower WA550b Black Gamer Edition, or whatever it's called exactly, can be equipped with Wi-Fi. You can add it later on. No, it does not come with Wi-Fi normally, this particular iBuypower, but yes, you can add a Wi-Fi card to it, because I have had people ask me that, and I just pretty much proved that you can. So I hope you guys enjoyed this and found this helpful, or the information useful in some way, shape, or form. If you did, please give the video a like. I really appreciate it. And yeah, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. I will try to answer your comments the best that I can, and I will see you guys later. So thank you for watching, and have a good one.